What's up, everyone? College football is back, and here, me and Jeffrey from Only Talk Sports are here to preview these Week Zero games here on Saturday. Jeffrey, we're so close to getting there.
Absolutely, Will. Like, really excited to be back streaming these
Mhm.
prediction streams with you, man. Whatever other news we got to talk about in college football, because there's going to be a lot. There's already a lot of stuff going on. Starting quarterbacks being announced, players in the NFL being able to come back to college. It's getting even crazier. I mean, like, I saw literally a post like today or yesterday, whatever. It had like Justin Fields is at Texas Tech or whatever. Someone was saying it's just like, would that even not be a surprise though at this point? I mean, it's just that's how crazy it is. Like, obviously that's not true, but still, it's just we don't know what's going on anymore, man. It is the wild west in college football, but it makes it fun to talk about, fun to discuss, and like you said, really excited for the season to start. Cannot believe that we are literally 5 days away from actual like football that matters, college football that matters. No NFL preseason, no Canadian Football League or whatever you've been watching to tie yourself over. Actual college football games. Week zero doesn't have a lot of great games, but they have a few solid games that we're going to get into. Definitely excited to start predicting games again.
And the first one we're going to talk about here is the North Carolina Tar Heels and the TCU Horned Frogs playing again, but it's not in Fort Worth. It's the Ireland game.
Yeah. I'm shocked the FBI has it about 50-50.
hmm Well, yeah, I mean, there's not really any stats, but it will be played in the Viva Stadium here. And Carolina's going with Billy Edwards, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Billy
And,
Edwards was named the starting quarterback, I believe, earlier this week. I mean, he's by far the most experienced quarterback on the roster. All the other quarterbacks are either sophomore or freshman. And he's a senior, well traveled guy, been at Maryland, been
mhm,
at Wisconsin, all these places. Injuries have been a big problem for him, though, which is something Carolina's had recently with Max Johnson. He couldn't stay healthy. Gio Lopez didn't do all that much. I mean, Carolina for a bit there was doing really well in the quarterback department with Mitch Trubisky and Sam Howell, Drake May, obviously. Like, those three guys were really good for them, but the last couple years, quarterback play has really dropped off. And the biggest problem for North Carolina is their defense. Last year, when North Carolina played TCU and they started out 7-0, they had that touchdown and things were looking great in the new era with Bill Belichick. And then you realize their defense was full of holes. It looks like Swiss cheese. I mean, it's about as bad as you can get. I wouldn't say air. It's not air. Like, there was a little resistance, but there was a lot of missed tackles and TCU poured it on. And then you realize that the team was terrible. So this is Carolina's chance to get redemption here against TCU, prove that, maybe even with a loss, that they don't get slaughtered this time.
mhm.
But very interesting the games in Ireland. We've seen teams take weird trajectories when they travel and
hmm
play these games. Like, their seasons get weird and wonky when they do. So, what are your thoughts on this game overall?
I mean, I just see one program with TCU that's pretty stable. Like, I believe they've had two 9-4 seasons in a row, and then Carolina, which is just been a disaster. Like, it's just I can't pick the Tar Heels in this one. I mean, well, I don't know. We don't quite know how good that TCU quarterback Jaden Craig's going to be. He transferred in from Harvard, put up great numbers in the Ivy League, but Big 12, even the Big 12, even though it's not elite, like it's still a significant step up from the Ivy League. So we'll see how well he does this season, and I mean, however well he does is probably how well TCU can do.
Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting because they have not much behind him. They have like two freshman quarterbacks waiting in the wings, so like he's gonna be their guy, Jaden Craig. Very big jump up for him, but I do agree with you that just the programs are just not in the same space. Like, yeah, some people are like, oh, you know, TCU is nowhere near what they were, when they made the playoffs or whatever and beat Michigan. It's all been a fall off after that Georgia game. They haven't been the same, and coach on the hot seat. I don't agree with that necessarily. I mean, it's tough they lost Hoover. I mean, that's a big loss. Like Josh Hoover originally committed to Indiana, but then he went to TCU, and then he leaves TCU to go back to Indiana. And it's like if he was there, I do believe that this TCU team would have a chance to compete in the Big 12, like for the entire thing. Not the favorite, obviously, but they would be in that conversation. But like they're in that second tier, they're in that probably 8-4 to 7-5 range. But when you're looking at Carolina, I mean, we've talked about their over under. In the past, it's like 4. I mean, it's 4.5, 3.5, whatever. It's low from whatever service you're looking at. I mean, Billy Edwards, a guy that just again has not been that healthy, has not had the greatest college career in the world. I mean, he's not terrible. He's not completely awful, but the biggest issue is, can Carolina stop TCU? Can they get stops? I'm not super confident in that. I probably will go with TCU to win this game 31-14. I would almost go closer and say Carolina will make it close, but I mean, they got slaughtered last year. I don't think it will be as bad this time, but I don't think it's going to be super competitive either. Like I said, I'm really shocked that matchup predictor is barely leaning TCU's way. I get it's because it's neutral site game, and I get it's week 0, and they're, I guess, comparable programs, but I still just don't think Carolina is anywhere close to TCU on paper. I think TCU is a much better team on both sides of the ball, and they should kind of run away with it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm going 37-10 Carolina. Maybe that Bobby P gets another offense has a couple decent drives, but I just think that TCU's just a better program. That's who I have to trust in week 0. And now turning into the next game, a team that Billy Edwards beat. Yes, Billy Edwards, when he was at Maryland, beat USC.
Yeah, that was
Trojans
like the
looking a
low
bit better
point of
now.
Lincoln
It
Riley.
was. It was rock bottom.
Oh man, dude. I mean that is hilarious. I mean, this game right here, I mean, you see the matchup predictor 98% USC. If USC lost this game, I mean, dude, Lincoln Riley would just it almost would be over. It would be that bad. Obviously they're not going to lose. Are they going to cover though? I mean, that's a high spread. It is like 35.5 or something, or 38.
So it opened at 35.5. It got bid up to 38.5.
Yeah, that's steep. I mean, I think USC could cover that, but I think San Jose State or USC could pass that spread, but I think San Jose State also could cover too. It's kind of close. Those high spreads make it difficult. I'll say 48-14 San Jose State covers.
Now with this game, you're gonna need if you're a USC fan, you want to just see Gary Patterson's defense like instantly work, like because he's the guy that's trying to save Lincoln Riley's job here, the new defensive coordinator. They need to dominate. They don't want any big chunk plays for San Jose State, especially with their starters in. That's what I'll be watching if I'm a USC fan.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I mean, you want to see improvement, on your defense. USC is defensively has not been the best in the recent years, and that's been something they've needed to improve on forever. And offensively, like, is Jaden Maiava gonna take another leap? Is he capable of taking another leap?
Now the thing I'm worried about with Maiava is that they lost their two best receivers in Lemon and Jacoby Lane.
That's hard to replace.
Yeah. I know they have that big 5-star recruit, Booby Feaster. They're excited about him. Funny name, but
yeah.
I remember like that was
commentators are gonna have fun with that one.
that was a huge recruit that they landed, and he's a true freshman this year and expected to start at receiver. So
I mean, that's good and bad. I mean, if a freshman receiver starting, that's not usually good, but it also showcases how good he probably is. So it's kind of a catch-22 either way. I mean, with Lincoln Riley, the offense is going to be potent overall, but again, it's that defense. Can they stop people? And I mean, I don't know if this is necessarily the best game to indicate for that, but you definitely want to see tangible improvement. I mean, a lot of eyeballs will be on this game because it's on NBC, but I think they should be fine. I just think San Jose State does cover at the end of the day. We got Caden the Diesel Freak in here with a $2 super chat. Appreciate that, Caden. He says TCU beats UNC in Ireland is my pick. I agree with that. And he says USC beats San Jose 48-10. I said 48-14. So we're definitely on the same page on both of those.
I'll go 49-17.
Yeah. So you got San Jose State covering as well. I mean, they
And then,
should, you would think, because of the defense for USC, but we'll see if
mhm.
USC is better.
And then our next game, this game was supposed to be in Brazil, but it ended up just being in Charlottesville. And it is a conference game. I thought it might not be a conference game because the ACC can be weird about that, but
Yeah,
this
they
is a
love doing
conference
that.
game. This is a conference game here in Charlottesville.
Hmm.
And before we talk about the game, a lot of people think in the state of Virginia think that Virginia fans are not very passionate about their football team and that they're plastic fans. Now, if this was a big game, this is a big game, nationally televised game, pretty much a standalone game. I mean, maybe some people watch the USC game. You would think that they would sell out, right?
Mm, you would think that. I mean, Carolina's had some pretty
Plenty of
decent
seats still available, Jeffrey. Look at this. Look at
Yeah.
all the seats you can go to.
That's what I was saying. Like, Carolina's had some pretty decent games when they had Larry Fedora and Mac Brown, and they were not sold out either. So it's like, there's something about these mid-tier ACC teams. They just do not care about football. Like, Virginia basketball, Carolina basketball, just they draw more. And even Carolina's inconsistent in basketball and getting fans every game. Like, when the Duke games, that's crazy. But when they're playing
Mm-hmm.
like other teams, it's not as good. But that's kind of pathetic. I mean, this is a nationally televised game. Virginia literally went 11-2
They went
last year.
11-1, Jeff.
They went
Yes.
11-2, whatever. Like, they had a good year, 11-1 in regular season. Like, I mean, that's the best they can do. I mean, that's giving Maryland vibes. That's like if Maryland was like a 9-3, 10-2 team. That's what
Mm-hmm.
their fans would be. There'd be still no one there. You know what I mean? Like I still never forget the shell out. It's like, oh, Maryland's got a shell out. Yeah, right. Like it's all the other teams' fans. I mean, that's why a lot of these programs are. That's why Virginia Tech's better. If Virginia Tech
Mm-hmm.
ever gets good again, if Franklin gets them there, their fan
Mm-hmm.
they'll sell that place out. Like it's
Yeah,
a
I
good
think they
atmosphere.
still sell out, Jeffrey. I think most of their games still, maybe not the weekday games, but I think most of their games still sold out.
Yeah, like they still have a good atmosphere. I mean,
Yeah.
they're like mini Nebraska. They're not
Yeah.
Nebraska at all, but like they still get that fan support even when they're not very good. Virginia's not the same, obviously. That being said, though, you see Virginia is pretty heavily favored in the matchup predictor.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is the people that are like saying this is going to be a really, really competitive game. It's usually because they're talking about CJ Bailey. They believe CJ Bailey is going to do very, very well for NC State. The problem is though, NC State lost some people. Like they lost Hollywood Smothers. They've lost some weapons. Dave Doran is not the greatest coach in the world. I mean, he gets it done, but he's just kind of that guy that
Mm-hmm.
goes. I mean, back when he used to go 7-5, 3-5 in the ACC would crap me up, and like the 3 wins in the ACC were against like 3-9 teams. So it's like he literally beat no one with a pulse, and it would go 7-5, win a bowl game, go 8-5. Like, wow, he went 8-5. I mean, there's a big difference in going 8-5 in the ACC and then going 8-5 in an actually good conference. I mean, sorry ACC fans, but overall the league's not very good. I think NC State's all right. I've seen games where NC State's had a good crowd. I've seen games where NC State's been competent as a program, but the only reason I think NC State has a chance here is that I really don't think Virginia's that good either. I mean, I watched
You're
Virginia
not
Rebel sports
you're
last
not a
season.
believer in Bo Prabula.
I mean, he's all right.
Yeah.
He's not bad. He's all right. But I mean, last year Virginia wasn't that good. I mean,
So
to me,
last year NC State did beat Virginia, but it wasn't a conference game. This year it is a conference game. I don't know why.
so was that like, oh, Virginia's gonna win because it's in the ACC this time versus being,
Well, I guess they would say their fans would say it's a home game. So, but
that is so messed up. I don't know, man. I mean, Beulah's fine. I mean, Virginia wasn't terrible. I mean, they're not a terrible team. I remember the Carolina game. North Carolina could have beat them on a 2-point conversion. You you're not a great team if you're allowing Bill Belichick, North Carolina, to come within a 2-point conversion and win. And I know you can be like, well, that was a fluke game. There are other games they were better. A lot of their games, they still aren't that good. And they lost to Duke in the ACC championship game. Okay, like they let an 8-5 team.
both teams lost to
Virginia,
Duke last year.
Virginia almost is the reason the AC didn't make the playoffs until they self-inserted Miami. Like, come on, Virginia. I mean, that was pretty bad. You had one job. You let your entire program down. What do you think?
I'm
I
looking
kind
at
of know where I'm
how
leaning.
much did Virginia lose. I'm trying to figure that out.
I mean, they lost some. pieces, but I mean, I don't think that I don't like think that their team's gonna be like dramatically worse. I mean, I really don't think so. I don't think they're gonna go 11-1 again.
Mm-hmm.
Virginia's favored by 5.5, so they're expecting them to be 2.5 points or points better basically than a normal home spread of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So says the bulk of Virginia's rushing and receiving revenue a season ago is absent. So I mean they
They
did
brought
lose.
in former Notre Dame player Rico Flores, now pretty well traveled. So,
How do you think that helps or hurts them?
I mean, he was all right at Notre Dame. They got guy from running back from that was a backup at Tennessee.
Mm. Kind of like a whole lot of average. Mm. They
Mm,
have Eli Holstein as well.
as a backup,
Are
yeah.
you serious right now? Like my
That was
goodness.
a quarterback battle, Jeffrey. It was.
I mean, if Bo Perbula was great though, should that not have been a quarterback battle? I mean, do people
Well,
remember Eli
I think it was
Holstein
a
at Pitt?
quick battle. I think it was a
Okay.
quick
I
battle.
mean, it should have been because I mean, no offense to Eli Holstein, but he was not very good at Pittsburgh. Uh,
I'm gonna give it to Elliott. I don't know. I mean, it seems like Elliott turned it around a bit. I'll give it to him. I'll go. What's the?
it's a 5.5 point spread, so I mean, I don't know. You can kind of go either way with it.
I'll go 27-20 Virginia.
I'll go 24-17. I'll pick the same that Virginia wins by more than 5.5. I think it'll be close. I think it should be a good game. It might be the best game of like the bigger games.
Mm,
I mean, because if Carolina doesn't compete very well, then this is probably going to be your best game here of the big ones. But I don't think either team's that great, man. Like I don't have an ACC bias, man, against them. I got nothing. I mean, I live in ACC country. I've grown up with ACC basketball. I love the ACC just like the other conference. I got nothing against the ACC. I'm just saying that this league is not very good in football right now. They're pretty rough. Virginia was a very overrated team last year. Way overrated. They were not that good. I just think NC State's not great either, so I'll give it to Virginia. But I mean, it should be a competitive game. But I mean, I don't. I think that's about it. It's just an average, solid game for a week 0, slate or whatever.
we got Todd Gwynn, Hummus Hero, Caden here.
Got Bird,
Um,
got a lot of people.
maybe I don't know. Maybe they won't cover, but I mean that's a big number.
Oh, it's a really big number. It's the only reason I picked it.
What's up, Jonesy?
Got a lot of people in chat. I mean, college football is back, man. It's right around the
Mm,
corner. Appreciate everybody for being here. Definitely gonna be excited. Week 1's gonna be
mm,
even better, but week 0 is that little appetizer, man, before the main course. So it's great.
mm-hmm.
We
And
both
our
went
next game
TCU,
is
both went Virginia. So what do we got next?
North Dakota State's first game as a FBS school. The Bison are now part of the FBS.
This is a nice little game here. I like this
Yeah, as
game.
they'll be hosting Jacksonville State in the Fargo Dome. 7 point
Mm,
spread. It opened -10 and it got bet down to -7.
interesting.
Rich Rod did well at Jacksonville State, but he's
Yeah, I mean that
gone.
was a big springboard for him to get that job at West Virginia again. So,
Mm,
I mean, they're a program that's been very very solid since becoming an FBS member. I mean, Jacksonville State has not been in the FBS long, and then now North Dakota State's joining. I mean, they're just making the FBS bigger and the FCS a whole lot weaker. That's all that's going on right now. It's like it's a domino
mm,
effect where the FCS is getting worse, and then Division Two, Division Three, they're all getting worse because they're all like transferring up. So
mm.
very interesting that North Dakota State finally joined.
So
I
their
was
coach is Charles Kelly, who was the DC for Florida State. I remember him as, but that was after they won the championship. So he was the DC 2014 through 17.
very interesting.
They lost in the conference championship game last year to Kennesaw State.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely heard that. Wasn't North Dakota State slightly trending down though? Like they haven't been as dominant the last couple years as they were like
So they
like
won the
5 or 6 years
championship
ago.
in 24, but lost in the second round last season. But we're the one seed.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's still been really great, but I'm just saying, like, you remember back when they were just like they could be beat for a while there. Like every year they
Yeah.
were winning. You know what I mean? I mean, they were just so dominant. I mean, they obviously had high profile players. Carson Wentz was from there, I believe, and then you had Easton Stick was from there, and then you had Trey Lance was there.
Mhm.
You know, you had all these high profile guys
Cam
ended up.
Miller was there, right?
Yeah, so a lot of good players, you know, have come out of that program. So it's just to me though they haven't been as relevant. It's funny, like they've been slightly less relevant now that they're making the jump. But I mean, still they're a great program. They've competed against a lot of good teams in the past. I probably would go with them to win, but I'll say that Jacksonville State covers. I'll say that North Dakota State wins this one 24-20.
Mm-hmm. Mm, trying to see. Yeah, I don't know any of these guys for North Dakota State, but their quarterback's a senior captain, so I'm gonna
It's a
say
good
they got
sign.
the, yeah, they got the experience. I'll go 34-24 North Dakota State. I'll say they cover.
Hmm. This
And
will be a good game.
Jacksonville State lost their offensive coordinator to Maryland, so that might hurt them.
Hmm. Yeah, programs like that, man, you can't keep anybody anymore, you know?
Yeah.
They're always losing coordinators, losing coaches, losing players. So they're just kind of, you know, they're stepping stones.
All right, we got Stanford and Hawaii.
Yeah, that's another sneaky little game. Like Hawaii always has one of these week zero games. They're usually playing like a Stanford or a Vanderbilt or something crazy like
Mm-hmm.
that. I mean, I see the spread's low. It's Stanford by 4. I mean, this is pretty 50-50 ish. I mean, it leans Stanford, but Stanford's pretty bad. I
So
mean,
they got Davis Warren in from remember that Michigan quarterback. I don't know if he's gonna start, but I see that he's
I mean,
there.
he's not great. I mean, no offense to Davis Warren, but he's not that great. That year, Michigan was going through that barrage of Jack Tuttle, Davis Warren. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
it was kind of rough, man. They were not very good. Yeah, I mean, it's sad, man. I mean, we've talked about Stanford before, you know, in the past. It's just like for me, you know, this program when I was a kid, like growing up, it's
Yeah.
like for people like, you know, a little bit older than me, I kind of still remember because I was really young, but like when Cal was good, right? Like those
Mm-hmm.
type of Stanford when I was a kid was great. Like they were like you had Harbaugh and then Shaw. After Bryce Love though, it just dead, right? Like they're horrible.
Yeah.
And they've been trashed. Like they're not competitively bad. They're bad. And like outside of like one game every year, like obviously they upset Louisville and then you know they beat Colorado or whatever. Like they win a game or two, and then obviously Notre Dame. You know the Notre Dame upset that year, but like they haven't done anything besides like an upset a year. So I mean, I think Stanford they're probably better than Hawaii, but I mean you're kind of splitting hairs here. Like Stanford, I mean I've
Mm-hmm.
seen people say either Stanford or Purdue. It could be the worst team in the Power Four. I don't know who else might be that bad. But every tier list I see on like social media or whatever that people are putting together, like Stanford's always like on the 2-win list. Purdue's always on
Mm-hmm.
like the 2-win list. So yeah, there's no support. Like literally, there's no fans. They don't even support the team, which is a shame. And yeah, I mean, like they've got money. They have money
Mm-hmm.
because their academic program. They've had a lot of success in you know academics their entire existence, but they just do not support the football team.
Jeffrey, they beat Florida State last year. What does that tell you about Florida State?
Well, dude, Florida State's terrible, man. Like everything I'm hearing from Florida State is like, how is Norvell even not fired right now? Like I
Mm-hmm.
hate it for Norvell, but everything's gone wrong. Everything has gone wrong since Travis got hurt. When Travis got hurt, nothing's gone right since. They are horrible. Like I saw a tweet where it's like, oh, they won't even release the depth chart or something. It's that bad. I don't know, but What do you think on this game, man? It really could go either way. You could convince me to pick Hawaii, but I also kind of don't want to pick Hawaii because Hawaii's not good either. I mean, they haven't been good in a long time. Not Cole McDonald, they were decent
They
then, but
went 9-4 last year, Jeffrey.
they did go 9-4. Well, to me, they're just not relevant though. I remember Cole
Yeah, yeah,
McDonald and obviously Brennan. Like they had guys in the past. I mean, they just haven't been good recently to me. I don't think they've been very good. But I guess 9-4. But again, who they playing?
yeah.
Eh. So, I mean, I can look. I can look at their schedule from last year.
They did beat
Uh,
Stanford last year.
they did.
Here, I'll share it, Jeff. I shared it.
All right. So we have. They beat Stanford 23-20. Oh yeah, I watched that game. Yeah, Stanford
Mhm.
choked. Oh yeah, I remember that game now. That was the one
Mhm.
where the kicker came in that had only kicked like a few kicks in his life or something. He was a soccer
Mhm.
player. That's it. I remember that game. Yeah, the Hawaii kicker was like a soccer player or something, and he barely ever kicked. But then they got leveled by Arizona, which I mean, Arizona's good. Um, and they beat California in the Hawaii Bowl. I remember that. Yeah, I mean they were all right last year. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. The UNLV loss, that's kind of rough.
Mhm.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember that
This
now.
guy
Yeah,
back. He is
yeah.
back. The quarterback is back.
Okay.
Out of
Yeah, he's
Bishop
short.
Gorman.
Yeah, 5'10". Yeah, I just remember that game is when that guy came in, you know, and that barely, kicked over. But like Stanford, they blew that game.
Mhm.
Mm,
I think I'm gonna go Stanford. I mean, no, Hawaii. Hawaii. I'll go Hawaii.
I'm kind of starting to lean that way too, man. I mean, you've got. You're telling me the QB's back. You're telling me they went 9-4 last year. You're telling me Stanford's completely trash and they got Davis Warren at quarterback, and you don't even know if he's gonna be the quarterback. It's that bad.
It could be Rick
Uh,
Meyer's son. It could be Notre Dame quarterback Rick
I'll
Meyer,
go.
former
I'll
Notre
go
Dame quarterback Rick
Hawaii
Meyer's son.
21-20. I'll say that Hawaii wins by one.
Yeah,
Uh,
I was thinking 24-20.
yeah, I can't believe I was gonna go Stanford, but Stanford stinks, man. We'll see. Hopefully for Stanford, they get it, they figure something out, man. But I think Hawaii gets it done. I changed my mind. That's the first time I've changed my mind. 'Cause I kind of came in here I was gonna pick Stanford, but you
Do we even
convinced
want
me.
to pick the Florida State game?
Mm,
Nah, let's just go to Memphis UNLV.
yeah, that's fine.
Mhm. UNLV started -3, got bid up to 5.5.
I mean, I'm a little shocked Memphis is that heavily of an underdog in the matchup predictor. 70% to 29%. I mean, that's a little
Well,
steep.
remember their coach. They have a new. They have Charles Huff now, not
Yeah, I know that's a big
Silverfield.
reason though. But I mean, usually Memphis is stable, but I guess they just don't believe in Huff. I mean, Huff's fine. He was fine at Marshall.
Mhm.
He's just kind of that guy that he just does fine. You know what I mean? Like he
Mhm.
he he just he wins, but I guess that's why. I mean, I was a little shocked Memphis hired him. I don't know who
Mhm.
they would have gotten, but I mean, I still don't really think Silverfield should have left. I mean, the Arkansas job's not good. I mean, unless Tyson and all of them are actually going to like support him, like the football team. I mean, if they'll give him some help, Arkansas could do something. But
Mhm.
yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, though, man, I mean, we talked about you got Jackson Arnold at UNLV. You've got Aaron Nolan probably will be the starter for Memphis, but I mean, the fact that Aaron Nolan has not been announced as a starting quarterback yet is not a good sign.
Mhm.
That's not a good sign. To me, you would think he would have already been announced as starter. Uh, Memphis, a lot of people are saying, has lost a lot of players. They're usually good, but I mean, Huff he's fine. I mean, he's not terrible, but I'll go UNLV to win 28-24. For some reason, I'll say Memphis covers. Could be wrong, but I'll say Memphis
I don't
covers.
like Dan Mullen though.
That's why I'm going with Memphis to cover. I don't really trust UNLV either. I don't think Jackson Arnold's that good, but it is at home, and they were good last year. I mean, record-wise, I don't think they were a great team, but I mean, you know, I'll go UNLV to win, but not to cover.
Mm.
You thinking Memphis?
I want to pick Memphis,
I
man.
wanted to
I'm
pick
gonna.
Memphis too, but I don't think. I mean, you kind of convinced me Huff and Nolan. I don't know. It's kind of tough.
I'll go 27-24 Memphis. I'll go Memphis.
All right. I mean, I definitely would prefer Memphis to win. But I don't know. I mean, it's kind of tough. New coach, new, a lot of new players. We'll see. It'll be interesting, but
Mm.
definitely. I mean, got some decent games though for week 0. I mean, the ULV Memphis game should keep people up late at night if you're a true diehard college football fan. Which I mean, a lot of people they're gonna just stay up and watch every game. You know, that's just how it is. And I mean, I like the Virginia game against NC State. I mean, probably would have been a little more interested if it was in Brazil, but I mean, it still should be fun. And then Carolina, man, I hope that's a good game. I mean, I hope it's a good game. Like, if Carolina wins or not, whatever. But like, I hope it's at least a competitive game. You know, like they don't get the doors blown off of them.
All right, I'm pulling it up here, trying to get. Jeffrey's the Wild West.
Yes.
Expect Castellanos expected to land at Texas Tech.
It just never ends, Will. I mean, this guy, right? The guy, he smack talked Alabama off the face of the earth and then beats them, but then proceeds to do absolutely nothing else in his Florida State career. Think he's gone, right? Nope. And the new Wild West of college football, guys like him are back in action. Expected to land at Texas Tech, of course. You know, it's like Lane with the Daquan Wright guy coming back from the NFL. He's at Ole Miss. Then he goes to the Saints. Then the Saints cut him. Oh, he's back at LSU. And then guess what? Lane's like, well, if I don't get him, someone else will. It's like you're justifying something, Lane, that's still wrong. Okay? Like, it's still wrong. So it's like Castellanos, you know what, man? Like, Texas Tech. I mean, honestly, like, to me, this would hurt Texas Tech, right? Like, wouldn't it? I don't think he's that great. I don't know about you. I think Castellanos, he's kind of a one-hit wonder. Like, he can give you a decent game every now and then, but I don't think he's that great. I don't think he's going to lead Texas Tech to the promised land or whatever. I don't know about you, but I don't see it. So, I mean, if you're a Texas Tech
They must
hater,
not trust their other quarterback, Will Hammond, then. They must not trust him.
If you're a Texas Tech hater, I feel like this is a good move. Like, I think you want Texas Tech to get Tommy Castellanos. But I don't know if you agree with that. I mean, dude, I don't know Tommy Castellanos. Probably a good dude. Don't know nothing about him. I just remember what he said against Bama and then just the fall off. Like, you beat Bama and then just did nothing. And then after Texas Tech, like, I just have a really, really hard time right now liking Texas Tech and LSU. Like, to me, anybody that likes Texas Tech and LSU are legitimately fighting each other to be the bigger villain. They're trying so hard. It is insane. Like, they are actually trying so hard to be the most unlikable program in college football. And it blows my mind. I mean, it is what it is. You know, I mean, again, I get it, Lane. You know, the rules are the rules right now. You're taking advantage of it. Like I said, does it make it right? No. But, you know, you're doing what you got to do. I get it, I guess. But I just think it's hilarious that both these Texas Tech, like, you see Tommy Castellanos on this headline. It's like, of course it's Texas Tech. Why would it not be Texas Tech? But, again, I'll be a bit surprised that he would be the starting quarterback at Texas Tech because – again, nothing against the guy, but I don't think he's a great quarterback. I mean, that probably would be a drop off from Sorsby by a substantial amount. I mean, I think most people thought Will Hammond already would have been a drop off, but
R.J. Louise going to LSU? Are you kidding? St. John's player? Are you?
Oh no! Oh no! Of course. I mean, why not? Again, why not? LSU is just taking advantage of the rules, man. You know, it's taking advantage of the rules. No big deal. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all, man. I mean, that is just hilarious. I mean, again, like, honestly, who do you think is the bigger villain right now? Do you think it's LSU or do you think it's Texas Tech?
In football, just Texas Tech. In all sports, basketball and football, LSU.
I agree with that. I mean, for me, and I've said this on other streams, man, but for me, with Texas Tech, it's the defending that I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there were some Alabama fans that were defending the Bediako situation. I didn't like it. You remember, I was
Mhm.
against it. I didn't want him to come back. He's not eligible. He should have never been eligible. And Nate Oates kind of was saying stuff like lame, but he didn't. To me, it wasn't as bad. He was just like, you know what, again, this rule, whatever. But he got knocked off the team. Whatever, gone. Didn't really impact anything anyway because Bediako really didn't contribute too much. But whatever. But I mean, here it's just like, I don't know, man. Like Lane, Will Wade, you're seeing LSU fans defend it, which I get. I mean, have they done anything outright wrong? I guess no. Lane's just taking advantage of the rules. But I mean, after Lane doing what he did to Ole Miss, like, how can you really like him? And then, like, how
Mhm.
can you like Will Wade after what he did in NC State? But then Texas Tech, though, they got the government involved. You remember, again, I'm not
Yeah.
saying that's not what happened. The government was getting involved. Like, you had people in power trying to allow Sorsby to play. I'm, what are we doing right now? Like, I understand that you've lacked some rules and it's all great and stuff, man. But, dude, you got to draw a line somewhere. There's got to be some type of line in the sand. You just cannot continue to just allow it to just keep rolling down the road like, oh, it's fine. That's not okay. Because, again, if you allowed Sorsby to play, think about all these other players. Be like, oh, I can do it too. I can do the same thing. I mean, that's not the precedent you want to set here. What legitimacy would college sports have if everybody was doing what Sorsby did? And Sorsby's like, well, I wasn't playing. It doesn't matter if you were playing or not. Like, you can't do that. I don't know, man. To me, Texas Tech fans, like, I got nothing against Texas Tech as a program. I had nothing. I like Mike Leach. They had Mike Leach. I got nothing against Patrick Mahomes. He was there. I
Well,
don't.
Mike Leach sued Texas Tech because he didn't get all of his buyout.
Which that's also terrible. But I try to be as neutral as possible on programs. I do try. It's hard sometimes. Like it is really really hard sometimes because like I really don't like them right now. I mean, truthfully, I'm not a Texas Tech or an LSU fan right now because what they both have been doing right now and lately is terrible, especially Tech. But it is what it is. Again, rules are rules. They're allowing it. I don't know, but that's crazy, man. If Tommy Castellanos goes to Texas Tech, it wouldn't surprise me, but I don't think it's going to help you guys as much as you think. So, we'll it's a real MVP coming in here. I appreciate the real MVP, Scotty B, Pitts Night Husk. Appreciate all you guys for being here, but he's saying I'm not a Texas Tech. Dude, I don't care, man. Like, it's fine. I'm just not a Texas Tech fan right now, but they need to turn it around, man. They need to do some positive things, but I'm not seeing it. Is there anything else you want to touch on before we
I think that's pretty much it.
wrap the show up? But
Yeah, football's back.
it was fun, man. Football's back. Next week's show, it's gonna be even greater, man. Like week 1, it's gonna be exciting, man. Getting all those games, actual like really really games. Like these games are good, but week 1 games are gonna be even better. And I'm sure there'll be a lot of storylines to talk about. There always is, but definitely excited. Did y'all make your CFP? I've not. I've not made any CFP.
We can do it out. We can do it. We'll do it before week 1.
Yeah, I have not. Yeah, definitely. When we do CFP like week 1 prediction, we probably fit that in next week. I have not. Thing is, like some people, they make these predictions way in advance, and then they're just so wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like I could make predictions in the preseason, but they're probably all gonna age like milk. So just I don't know. I probably should have though, but we can probably do that next week.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks everyone.
Appreciate it for being here, everybody. Definitely check out Will and D's channel if you haven't already, and also appreciate everybody checking out my channel as well. Everybody who's liked, subscribe, and all that stuff. Definitely appreciate it. Helps a lot. And I agree, Drill. It is the fun part. The fun part is just talking about college football, but I guess it is fun when you're just way wrong and then you discuss it. But definitely appreciate everybody for being here, and we will see you guys soon.